Alright, so today we're going to be using Sakura Cray-Pas Specialists. They're an artist quality oil pastel. See, there's my set of 50. You can see these guys are square. That is opposed to the ones you've probably seen at the art supply store more frequently, the round Expressionist series. These are student grade. The difference is these guys are square in profile and they have actual pigment numbers listed just like a tube of oil paint, which is something you want. You can be sure that it's light fast if you can look up the pigment numbers. Got a few extra ones just to round out the complete set. I'm going to get as many colors as possible with pastels, so you have many options for blending. All right. So to work with these oil pastels today, I'm going to smooth them out and treat them a little bit like oil paint with this basic, inexpensive set of Hog Bristle Brushes. And I'm going to use a solvent in my little double cup here. This is Chelsea Studios Lavender Spike Oil. It's a solvent that, unlike mineral spirits, it's a bit less toxic and it actually has a very pleasant smell. And I'm going to pour them into this stainless steel double cup here. And the left side I'm going to use for blending the oil pastels with a brush. Just going to dip it in like that and then wipe it off with a paper towel, and then I'll use the other side to rinse off the color so I can not pollute the painting. Our subject today is going to be a grizzly bear from the San Diego Zoo. I've always been fascinated by these animals, with their cuddly exterior concealing such immense strength and potential ferocity. Their faces exude such character and emotion, it's almost like looking at your dog or even another human being, which is probably why we like them so much. I'm going to sketch in the rough outlines of our bear with a Stabilo CarbOthello pastel pencil. I'm going to be working on a piece of Art Spectrum Colourfix coated pastel paper, which has a fine sandpaper-like surface. I start by blocking out the light areas with Cad Lemon Pale Hue, the midtones with Yellow Ochre, and the darks with Sepia. Now I'll use a brush with the lavender spike oil to blend it all together. I start laying in some background texture with a medium gray. Let's deepen some of those shadows with some dark indigo. Let's get some of that grizzled gray into that muzzle. Now I'll use an Ivory Black to further deepen the core shadows like the mouth and under the jaw. Now we can blend a violet into the midtones as a complement to the yellow ochre and really make that fur pop. I'll warm things up a bit with some burnt sienna. The surface is really wet and slippery now because of the lavender oil, so I'm going to let it set up and dry for about an hour before I continue. Alright, so my pastel painting has dried up and solidified a bit, so I'm now going to go in with a couple of Derwent drawing pencils, Ivory number 67 and Chocolate Brown number 66. These are soft wax-based pencils, and if you're don't have too thick a layer of oil pastels, you can sometimes go back over them and add a little bit of detail and line work, and that's what I'm going to do right now. At this point, I'm reasonably satisfied with the bear, but the background is looking a little boring, almost like a portrait studio photo backdrop. To make things more interesting, I'm going to add some of those wonderful cracks and crevices we can see in the artificial rock environment at the zoo enclosure. Here's the finished drawing. I had a lot of fun making it, and I hope you enjoyed watching at home. I'll have a full list of supplies linked below. Thanks so much for tuning into my channel today, and if you like this video, please click like and subscribe.